end this amazing streak that Liquid are already having today. But I feel already Secret a much better lineup to tackle Liquid than they had in game 1.
Yeah, I mean, they've got MP on a very comfort hero, a hero that doesn't need a crazy amount of items to be able to get involved and fight. And it's, you know, Weaver versus very small amount of lockdown. However, the 5-man group potential, you look at Secrets and then you compare it to Liquids, and Liquids just looks a little bit stronger if they do get online early.
We're going to see Secret heading over to contest this rune, and Matuma and Kuroki not to take any chances. They will let that go the way of Secret, so Secret securing themselves 3 of the 4 bounty runes.
So they do the aggro, though. Yep. I kind of figured that they would go for this. I think every time they've actually picked MP on Weaver, they've gone for an aggro duel or aggro kind of tri-lane to pressure the enemy and put Kezu in a better 1v1, because Slardar, he struggles really hard if he doesn't come out of the lane in a good way.
Do you think we'll see Liquid respond to this and switch the lanes around, or will they just keep it as it is?
I think they'll probably just keep it as is. That's what they did last time, even for Matu. They kind of sacked him a bit and just played around the other 2 lanes.
Matu does have to be very careful.
Though.
Yeah, he could be first blooded if they get the opening with Puppey.
They're probably like, wait for him to go for the first last hit.
And there we have it. Matuma Man's heading pretty deep down. They are going to go and try and make an attempt on this, and with a frostbite into the rock, body blocks from Yapzor. This certainly looks to be your first blood, and it will even go the way of Puppey. He says, I'm having that one. I started it, I set it up, I'll finish it off. First blood on this top lane. The Matuma Man will come straight back to it, but this is not going to be easy for the Lycans to start with.
Yeah. They're already like straight sacking him though. Like the fact that he even TP's up there and no one even makes any type of movement response, they're like, Liquid's okay with this about him just being up here and getting sacked. Obviously they don't want him to die, but Kuroki's just like, I'm just gonna pull a double wave, try to get as much experience as possible. We're gonna keep our Darkseer in a 1v1 versus Slardar because it's a favorable matchup, and we're gonna be stacking from GH so that Miracle pulls further and further ahead.
Yeah, so this mid lane matchup, this hard again for mid one to kind of get it off the ground, but I guess unlike the puck game, he shouldn't die in this, should he?
No, he shouldn't die, yeah. He's going to be able to he's going to struggle though once his mana does start to tick down. However, he does have his bottle already finished up, so as long as they can rune control better this time around versus the Wisp, it'll definitely help the Secret a lot more.
Down on this bottom lane, Kezu having a really good time, in fact, against the Dogs at the moment. Pretty much the same CS between them. So dealing very well with the Iron Shell spam, and mind control at the moment, low on mana. So Kezu certainly is going to be the one coming out on top of this early laning, already forcing mind control back to Shrine up.
Yeah, mind control started with the Iron Talon, and Kezu started with straight up 1v1 items. He had the Stout Shield, double regen Mango, so he's able to sustain pretty well under that Iron Shell, and mind control is, like you said, out of mana very early because he doesn't have any type of regen.
Absol. Yeah, but Matuma Man does have that hook. See how Matuma Man plays with the walls. Almost certainly, yeah, as we can see, I think, yeah, he's keeping them in between himself and the tree line, making it very hard for Yapzor to get an angle onto him. The dive comes through. They'll look to just take down one of the walls and look to follow through for more. Matuma Man, he may need TPs in here. See, well, Kuroki, his presence looks to be potentially enough. Puppey goes for the hook, and Yapzor grabs it. We'll bring back Matuma Man. That's set up there from Puppey's Frostbite.
MP's in an awkward spot.
And bottom lane, Kezu. I mean, this man is having such a great lane. He's nearly killing mind control. He has a Mango and another Crush. We'll see if he wants to try and play for it. He's going to do it. Oh, no. Doesn't get it, though. Doesn't get... That would have been huge for Kezu.
Kuroki gets hooked up top.
And this will certainly be a deadline here as they chase him past the tree line. Second kill for Secret. I mean, this top lane and the bottom lane considered. I mean, the mid lane CS, how we're looking, mid one is falling behind, but the side lanes very much going Secret's way here in the early game.
Yeah, I'm surprised how well it's actually going for Kezu bottom.
Yeah,
I mean, it is because of the item decision from mind control, starting out with that Iron Talon, not having the quicker Soul Ring coming out, so Kezu just able to sustain pretty well. He also has the CM aura, so he's able to throw some more extra crushes out. All these little things adding up for him. Miracle, though, having a pretty good time in the mid lane. Like you said, mid one is falling a little bit behind, but he does have stacks to back up on. But this game already, you can see. Oh, does he get it? Oh, he actually does. He's able to bottle.
Oh, he got it. That must have been the last millisecond.
That was very close. But already, Secret's making an adjustment this game, too. Puppey is making sure that he checks every single 2-minute rune. The last game, they really let GH just control the runes way too hard. So I'm liking that adjustment as well from Secret.
Yeah, certainly switching things up. The back of game one, and so far so good for Secret.
Matu's still getting a good amount of last hits up here though. He's 17 and 0, 18 and 0 now, just using the Wolves and that extra regen he gets from Feral Impulse to walk up and get a couple. Not too bad for the Lycan, even though they did get kills already.
Still there, making it hard for Secret to make a go top. Yapzor, Crankle's complete, and ready to see if he can make some funky plays around the middle lane.
He might be able to get Miracle here.
Yeah, Miracle. The hook lands, and it certainly does. That is going to be a dead S7. Unless he gets away with this quick TP plan. Oh, he does! Oh, great sense of mind there for Miracle to just immediately TP out, and he keeps himself alive, Fogged. What an escape!
He used the stick charge. He didn't use his Fairy Fire before TPing, though, so I got a little bit worried. He just used the stick, but now Puppey now top, getting gone on.
Don't have mana for the further stun. The Frostbite to hold back the Lycan, but the Wolves themselves move forward for the kill. MP thinking about turning it around, but with GH's presence, will force MP to think twice. That mid lane escape.
I can't believe Miracle still like that. That was such incredible presence of mind to instantly TP.
Just Miracle things. Bottom lane. Continue to just be a straight trader farm. KheZu and Mind Control. Again, even CS at 6 minutes here.
Yeah, Mind Control able to pull ahead. Start to be able to pull a little bit ahead though in a bit, just because playing versus melee heroes, they can't break your clarity. So he's able to just keep his clarity on, and he does have that Soul Ring finished up. And once the Ion Shell starts getting more levels, it becomes very hard for Slayer to farm well under that. How many stacks do they have for Miracle? They have a 2 double stacks. GH only was able to grab that during his movements.
Mid lane, Miracle still maintaining the lead here against mid one. And CS in at the moment.
That's to be expected as a Bristleback. Mid one's still doing pretty well, getting that decent amount of CS. He's got the cloak finished up now too. He's going to go back and pick that one up. A little bit less damage from those raises.
And this is certainly something that I think Secret will be not too happy with. The fact that on this top lane, as you mentioned, Matumman was still having a great time, and he's actually just beating MP at the moment in terms of farm. Despite this aggressive lane being chosen by Secret, a kill would certainly switch around. Yapzor seeing if he can find the angle, and he does. Gets Matumman back up, but straight away with the ultimate, Matumman looks to get himself out of there.
Hey, I like how he gives him the extra little one right click onto Yab, so he's Look me.
Good escape though. Lane mid one. Moving on to Miracle. Trying to get the stacks back up. Miracle does have those 11-1 charges. Very, very hard for Bristol to find that opportunity to push him over the edge and outplay him.
Yeah, the shrine ready. 3-man shrine.
Top lane. Yep, Kuro will be hooked back. MP wrapping around. Oh no, no, he doesn't. Oh, if he got away. That would have been sweet. That little stun across the tree line to stop MP.
That would have been crazy.
But he doesn't make it out, Kuro. They do get him. MP with the kill can get some pressure put on that tier 1 tower on the top lane now as well.
Ooh, every rune spawning top. Mid one getting another one for himself. DD this time around. They're trying to give GH some levels in the mid lane. Both Matu and Miracle both just resort to the jungle for the time being.
GH tethering back just in the nick of time there as mid one was ready to go ham with the DD. Miracle back in. Is out of the wave, keeps himself back. Bottom lane. Mind Control cutting the wave here as KheZu has been brought down low.
They're pinging him out. Yeah, they were like, this guy's low. But Yapzor also making the TP down bottom, trying to get Mind Control to get
nice
the stun.
Wrap around though from Kez. He has to be careful though of the Iron Shell, but it sets up for the hook back. Under the tower, vacuums there. Ooh, KheZu and Yapzor both falling very low. The Wolves coming in. In fact, a couple of them are there. They're looking for KheZu, holds them back with the crush. It will corrosive haze one of them up there. They need to kill these Wolves. Matumman though, he's got a second set of puppies. Out they come. KheZu's out there with the TP in the sideline. Yapzor will be left behind. Matumman with the dive will be able to find a kill.
Kuroki top lane. Is he gonna kill?
Oh no, surely, yeah, that time lapse comes out just in time, and MP will get himself another. So MP now starting to pick up a few of these tasty little kills onto Kuro.
Yeah, he's gonna have that Perseverance finished up very soon. It's gonna be pretty decent versus the Lion to have, if he wants to go for that really early Linken's.
Mind Control's hunting for this. He knows that there's no time lapse. And he can give MP a good bit of run. He's trying it for the blind run down. Oh, he nearly does it. He brings MP down very low there. It won't be enough as MP to get himself away.
Action everywhere.
It really is, just as we love it. Just as we love to see. 5 for 2, Secret leading with the kills, but the mid lane definitely being where the biggest difference is between the two players. As Miracle with those stacks and such is keeping himself nicely ahead of mid one's Bristle.
Pretty astonished how well that Matu actually came out of that top lane.
Yeah.
Obviously picking himself up 2 kills now, but oh. GH getting gone on. He's got the invis though. Mid one getting body blocked by the wolf.
Oh, Matumba, indeed. Is it going to be enough though? He comes in with the damage, but Kezu's there with the crush. Holds back Matumba man, tries for the hook, but unable to get the connection yet. So they're back up. And again, both teams in these positions where they're so close to losing one of their members. But the backup from each of their sides comes through and everyone is saved.
Just wait till the Ion Show Wolves come out. We haven't seen it yet this time around.
We haven't really yet, to be fair.
Only 10 minutes.
We've seen Matumba Man cause some issues with the Wolves themselves, but yeah, no pairing with the Iron Shells as of yet.
Mid one able to clean up the majority of that triple stack on Ancients that he did have, so his Vanguard will be shortly purchased.
Did GH actually manage to get something? He was sitting around with the Eye of Balls. Did the Ancients go down? No, he was tickling them a little bit.
Yeah. Here we go, Ion Shelled Wolves, as we said, 2 Ion Shelled Wolves. Puppey looks like he's going to be the target. Oh my god.
Oh, it's disgusting. Matumba Man loves it. He absolutely loves that. He said he was laughing game one. I think he's going to be in flipping hysterics after that one. Hook from Yapsor will bring Miracle under the tower, but he just turns ready to fight with the raises, takes down the Puchka, and now with the Requiem, forcing mid one back. Miracle getting himself out in the tree line, TP's out straight away. MP and mid one.
Kezu gets him though.
Drive with the dial. Kezu, he got the wraparound crush. MP as well, looking for Kuro. And Matumba may be laughing, but the rest of his team are crying after that. A Secret clean up and punish Liquid for that play.
Kezu just picking up the Blink Dagger. Perfect timing tool to catch mid one during that TP.
It looked like he was out with us. He must have caught him just at the end.
Just at, yeah, literally like 0.1 or 0.2 seconds. Yeah, now getting the bite onto Matu, and Kezu's down there with the first hit bash and the crush and the hook. He's there.
Yeah, Kezu's starting to make plays with his Blink. We saw him get the farming lane. We knew it was going to be a good time. It is there. Shadowblade picked up for Miracle. But definitely still a game where he has to be careful. If he walks under that sentry, they get the Corrosive face down on him. Could expect a big fat fish jumping in on his head.
Again though, Liquid is, even though they are behind in kills, they are trying to keep their aggression up. They even put down some very deep wards, just like the last time, trying to make sure that they always see those opportunities for the relocates and see the movements coming out from Secret. But Kezu is doing really well in this game. He's just making the plays happen. Same thing with Yapsor, being level 8 already. Gets the hook onto GH.
Oh, is he going to get the kill? It looks like he's going to get close to it, but GH will tether away. The further lockdown, GH and Kuroki teaming up, holding hands.
They know there's a ward now. They know that Secret has one in their jungle defensively, just because of that hook positioning.
And mid one charging this down. GH does have a relocate. He's got another tether to get himself across to Kuroki as well. And he will indeed make himself back safely. Balls are out and down. Keeping eyes on what's happening down on this bottom lane. Try for the hook. Yapsor nearly grabbing Kuro. Close.
Thanks for that stat, Nox.
Bogged has the lowest win rate.
Yep.
Damn.
Happens when you lose most of your games. What can I say?
But yeah, Puppey's win rate there, 72% on CM. That is pretty high. Very strong hero for Puppey and Secret as a whole. And well, to be fair, most teams, I bet a lot of teams have good win rate with CM.
There's gold. Is he gonna get it?
He's gonna be close, and he does. No chance for MP to react to that one.
And that's a very farmed Weaver as well. He's been perched up in the top lane during all of this aggression action that's been happening in the mid and bottom lane. So, big pickup there for Liquid finding MP. Swinging it back into their favor.
A big lead now for Miracle. Jumps up to 7k net worth here. And looking to monitor the area around the pit both sides.
Here we go, the Ion Shelled Wolves.
Yep, they're on him.
Looking for a prey.
And if I mean, just cancelling Kezu's chance to jump as well, it's going to be very annoying. Attempt with a hook, aren't going to make it.
Dire's middle tower
Secret
is under attack.
Looking to take the tier 1 mid.
Radiant's
again, just keeping that Iron Shell in and out of the backliners, making it hard for a hook to connect or a jump to be made. Mid lane though, mid one just charges straight in onto GH, and he's
Almost gets him.
That relocate though. Saving, and one more quill spray would have brought that IO over the edge. We'll live to see another day. Straight into the mid lane as well. Because of that dive, Liquid are able to maintain control of the tier 1, keep it alive, and will force Secret back. Mind control now with the mechanism complete.
Now it's time for them to build the group up.
Again, looking for the hook. Yapzor won't grab it. The Timberman ready with the ultimate. Yapzor, the first to be opened up upon. He'll try and go for the ult play, but the vacuum's there to cancel the channel. But Timberman charges in, charges straight back out, as apparently there's a blizzard going on the side of Secret. As Puppey holds them back with a freezing field. Mid one now turning towards IO. G8 trying to get himself away. Mid one actually taking a few races to the face there. Has to back off, and G8 keeps himself alive. But Kezu comes in with a two-man crush. GH surged away, but it's not enough. GH is out and down. They'll turn around again. Miracle holding them back with the raises, but MP moves forward. The corrosive haze onto mind control. MP looking for the angle, goes in onto the dark here.
Three-man crush.
But Kezu cancels the Requiem, but Timberman hazed up. Miracle still trying to get the Requiem out, but they've lost 3 on Liquid. Kuroki being looked towards. He'll get the final Requiem through, but it doesn't matter. He's already lost all his teammates. MP is ready to dive in Kezu, he's going to be ready to jump in and make another crush play occur. Ultra kill for MP. And oh, can they set him up a rampage? I mean, Kezu really wants to. He's coming in close. MP, is the timing still going to be there if he gets this kill? It's going to be close. It may be a little too late. We'll see if Dota wants to be kind enough. Oh, they'll try for the hook. They won't get it. Won't end up getting the kill at all. But nonetheless, a massive fight for Secret. Ultra kill for MP. He is going to be having money for days after the back of that one.
Great positioning by him. And just their lineup in general versus what Liquid has, like the Wisp in the backlines, we said that they're kind of squishy versus this like minus armor. So with the goo, with the corrosive haze, with the bugs, it's
just
a lot.
melts.
It's a
He
lot
really
adding
does.
up.
GH has to be so careful with the way he jumps around the fights, tethering from hero to hero.
And like we said, Kuroki also is like, he's the only pretty much lockdown for the side of Liquid. Puppey getting burned down by wolves. Kezu though,
He's got the back.
he's there for him.
Look at this replay again. Kezu
was great.
He's
in this
just been
fight
having
too.
a great game. From the laning stage to the blink pickup, where we saw him instantly get himself involved in 2 kills, and now to these mid-game team fights where constantly that first jump, managing to play his way around the walls and such so he can get back in again with that beautiful triple crush. And then of course as he follows through the end to make sure that they get Miracle and Kuroki down as well.
Is under attack.
Really brilliant fight there for Secret. And even though MP is the one to get the kills, definitely Kezu that you have to give the majority of the credit to.
Oh yeah, definitely. Liquid they were trying to with like the Iron Shelled Wolves, they were trying to make sure that Blink was disabled. Now speaking of Kezu.
Yeah, this time Kuroki gets the opening, straight onto the Slardar. They want to get rid of him, but again the crush. Kezu, he might just get himself away. He sprints out, the bulls will take him. A slap to the face and Kezu's down. But Timberman finds his second as Puppey's caught up on the high ground. Requiem for Miracle on the high ground. The damage reduction will be out, and they take 3. This time it's Liquid's turn to take the fight. Mid one too tanky, and again the lack of control means the Liquid won't be able to get more than 3, but 3 kills will certainly be enough to open the space for Liquid to head into the Roshan pit. And a real back and forth game here in game 2. Liquid, they've had 3 very convincing wins so far today. This one, it's not going to be one of them. Whichever way it goes, it's going to be a close game.
Yeah, this time, this fight, it was Kezu getting grabbed up first, and Kuroki also being there for the start of the fight. So he puts down a sentry right away, he's able to find MP's Weaver after they bring down the Slaughter, and then when that happens, he's able to actually get the control and able to bring down the Weaver.
(15-10), a lot of action, but still early days of the game. 18 minutes in.
This is just good Dota though. Both teams are responding to each other incredibly quickly with their numbers.
Look at this.
Puppey. Okay. Although the Wolves are pretty resistant to magic, they are not very resistant to physical damage anymore.
Mid lane, Miracle he's not very resistant to either. As he's down, the Aegis is popped, and Secret, they're ready to set up for round 2. Is there going to be any sort of save? GH is there, straight in with the tether. They'll get the 3-man vacuum. Miracle trying to turn and fight. GH holding on for the moment being. In fact, he doesn't have to relocate, does he? He doesn't. There's no way of him getting out. GH, he's going to be popped. Miracle will be able to get himself out, but the rest of Liquid now getting chased down brutally by Secret. Matuma, he tried for the TV, cancels it immediately. Realizes that there's no way out for him. MP picks up a double kill. Again, Secret, they're not done yet. MP wants a triple. He's having a fair few fussy fights. The stick charge is not enough to save Kuroki. Last fight an ultra, this one a triple. MP getting a lot done, and we're just really seeing the difference of having MP on a hero like the Weaver in comparison to the PL. I mean, it's just been night and day between game 1 and game 2 for MP.
Can't agree with you more. Just great there, and great read of the way that the fights that they want to take. Although they had Darkseer wall, or Secret knew that Liquid had Darkseer wall, they were like, okay, Requiem is down. They start to split up for a second, and that's when they have go time. Because Miracle is still very susceptible to just dying in like almost one stun combo, as we saw. Slaughter gets a stun with Corrosive Haze with the Weaver beating on him. It's way too much damage for him to deal with if no one else is backing him up. Relocate coming out.
Where are they heading for? Down bottom. They've seen Puppey, and that'll be a freebie. Very hard to come out of the lanes on your own with this IO in the game.
Radiant's bottom tower
GH now hitting level 10, which is actually super important on Wisnab, because you get that +6 armor from your talent, so it's going to help a lot versus what Secret does have.
Yeah, you're going to need that now that MP's just finished up the Death Zone. We've got to remember, those last few fights, that's MP without the Desolator. It's out on its way now. Kuroki looking to see if he could get a lock onto them. Won't be able to find the range.
They tried to get some like smoke movement coming up there to catch Secret as they did the relocate bottom. Just trying to split them up and get any opportunities.
Miracle does have the Silver Edge, so if Liquid can get the jump themselves and get the touch onto mid one, take him out of the fight to stick, to kick things off, that'll certainly be something.
He's going for an Orchid as well on the Shadow Fiend very early. That Bloodthorn to try to deal with the Weaver.
Okay. Top lane again. The movement's the Secret being scouted out by Matumaman's Wolf play.
Yeah, Liquid gonna want to bail out of here. They don't have their Shadow Fiend.
They're out. Control, pushing the lanes out as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Miracle still, despite those last fights going very much the way of Secret, he's still up there in farm. He really is at the top. Looking to see if he can set up for a naughty Requiem play. Secret, they're elsewhere on the map at the moment.
He really wanted to try to bait somebody to come down there with that illusion showing, but now he's just going to beat on the tower. And he's pretty farmed, so, and with that 20 attack speed talent as well as all the items he has, he brings down that tower, no problem.
Tower has fallen.
Top lane, eyes onto MP. There's the opening for Kuro. Have they got the change time to do it? Oh yeah, they have, with the threat damage that Miracle brings. That is MP gone. And that is the thing, they may not have a lot of lockdown, but the Lion, single target, there's a good duration and definitely enough to allow the rest of his team to beat down hard.
And it's going to become a lot easier for Kuroki to do that soon.
Yeah.
He is very close to that Blink Dagger, and he's getting higher points in the Hex too. So MP has to be very aware of his positioning. And now he is doubling back for the Lincoln Sphere.
I was going to say, he's still a way away from it though, isn't he?
Yeah, he's quite far.
Still about 2k gold away from having, well, about 2,500 away from the Lincoln Sphere.
I thought this game he might have gone for like the Lincoln's Desolator, just straight up build, but he wanted to have the Dragon Lance just to be able to get like range to be able to pick them off. He doesn't want to be in the midst of the fray of Liquid. Definitely understandable. And also, I mean, Mana Drain is easily one of like the easiest things to break Lincoln Sphere, but having that instant kind of thing to block Hex is very important.
Have it. See how Pro can get on with those plays. And of course, just not only for catching the Weaver, any hero he sees out on his own, just setting up for IO, GH, bringing in Miracle, you're going to get the kill.
And also for big team fights later on, when they do have like Blink on Darkseer and they have the Blink already on the Lion, they could actually potentially set up some decent wombo combos if they're able to execute it. And I mean, this team is very confident with their Darkseer, so I would not put it past them. Wolves again. Matu trying to get some information, scouting stuff out, see what Secret's up to. Just gonna click it onto MP.
Keeping all the eyes that they can out. The Secret side of the map. Picking it hard for Secret to catch Liquid by surprise. still. Miracle. How's he doing after the silver edge on the orchid? So he's got the crystal, it's picked up first. And actually, he's not going to go for the full blood one, even though he did have it queued up.
Yeah. Oh, they're looking at for mid one here.
Oh, but a quick hook there. Is it going to be enough to save him? Yep, so it drags him back. But there they have the drag back on the drag back with the vacuum into the stun. Finger as well. They're bringing him down low. Is that going to be enough? No, Kezu comes back in with the 3-man stun. MP coming in from the sidelines. They'll try and bring the eye down, but the relocate will save GH. Mid1 still falling low, but he's getting the quill spray stacks out. They can't kill this Bristol. Yapso actually able to kill himself here. Time lapse back from MP, and now it's going to be Secret that are coming out on top. They've brought down the Tumor Man. Miracle revving up the Requiem, but they've already backed themselves out of the major damage zone at the center of it all, and now Secret are ready to chase down. Kezu slides forward, gets the crush onto mind control. They've found a second, and then maybe seeing if they can get away with any more. Mid1 chasing Miracle. GH on the low ground. Miracle getting slowed down by the sticky kill. We're going to see Kezu jump in again. A further crush forward from the Slardar. Another fight where it's MP picking up a triple kill. Liquid's attempt there to initiate greatly stunted there by quick plays from Yapzor, dragging the Bristle away, and they just weren't able to kill him. And these kind of chaotic fights, Secret just revel upon. Having MP just run havoc around, Kezu just getting multiple crushes. It's so hard for Liquid to fight into if they don't get the start that they need.
Great way of repositioning the fight. Like you said, Yapsor's quick on the hook to get mid1 back, and then also the force staff coming out from Kezu, and then they're able to re-engage the fight. And mid1 also freshly picked up a brand new solo crest right before that engagement even happened. So I think if he didn't have that, they actually would have been able to burst him. But every small thing adding up there, and Liquid is just losing a lot. Even losing their tier 3 here, almost. One more hit.
They're ready to go up. Croaky, he's going to whiff the stun. 15 seconds before the SS back, but at the least, looks like Secret will choose to play it safe, head back for the shrines. They do still have a fair few towers in the other lanes to take down. Bottom lane, there's still a tier 1 and a tier 2 on the side of Liquid, and up top still a tier 2 tower. Lincoln Sphere very much closing in upon for MP, only about 100 gold to go. That shrine will do.
He's got it.
He has got the gold.
Yeah, it's a 4,000 or 5,000 plus gold swing for them, claiming tier 3, claiming some shrines, getting themselves some greater map control. Looking a little bit scary now, with the way that Secret's able to reposition and re-engage the fights.
I mean, MP as well. What's MP's KDA? It's got to be pretty flashy thanks to the way this game's playing out for him.
14, 3, and 5.
14, 3, and 5. A lot of kills for the little blue bug. A lot of kills indeed.
Secret they're just ready for the fights this time around. This time with their type of lineup compared to the last time, they are responding with all 5 heroes, and this time all 5 heroes are actually quite relevant in the fights in comparison to the last game.
I mean, it's getting to the point where I feel like Liquid may even need to make the call to just get Kezu out of the fight first. Every time that he is getting off, you know, not just 1 jump in, but 2 or 3. And there's just very little that Liquid's lineup can do about that. They're a lineup that wants to kind of group up and go, you know, with the DS and the Leica getting in on the front lines, the IO tethering up, and Kezu's always finding the opportunity to get those multi-hero stuns off.
Yeah, now they have the gem picked up on mid-1, so he's going to be able to see those wolves trying to go for the back line.
Yeah.
So Liquid's going to have a harder time actually finding Kezu now.
Smoke on smoke. Puppey will reveal that in the neighborhood there with that Nova. They head into the Roche pit. We'll see if Liquid can make a play here.
This die is super fast with Slardar and Goo.
They've got to get straight over there.
It's already dead.
They're not going to have a chance. You're absolutely bang on. Roshan down. MP to pick the Aegis up. The wall spotted out as well, so a little bit of dog brutality here. As the dogs are down. Vanguard, mind control, trying to gear up and really help his team against this physical from MP that he's offering in the fights.
Just, yeah, the amount of minus armor that coming out from the side of Secret, it's really just whittling down the low armor heroes that Liquid does have. Because pretty much all of them are actually quite low armor. It's like Shadow Fiend has decent armor, but not as much as most edgy heroes does, because he's a ranged hero. Lion, Io, even Lycan isn't a crazy armor hero. He does build the Vlads and the armlet to try to have that extra kind of armor, but yeah, all of them definitely very susceptible to that minus armor application. And yeah, with the gem picked up, now they're going to be able to get a lot more map control and just be able to fight better, because now the wolves aren't always going to be sticking in the back line. So like you said, Liquid wants to grab the Slardar in the back, but with that gem, it's going to be way harder.
Liquid grouping up on the bottom lane. I'm still impressed that throughout it all, Miracle is keeping such a lead. Considering the way those last few fights have gone, but it's, you know, Miracle's up there, but the rest of the team certainly aren't. You know, Matuma Man falling behind.
I didn't even see how far down Matu was now. He's below the Slardar.
He's slipping. The Vlad's, the armlet, going for the Diffusal Blade as well. So switching up the build, just trying to maximize his impact at this stage of the game, but not necessarily the optimal build he would have hoped to go for if he was farming as well as he would have hoped and the game was going Liquid's way. Certainly Secret in the driving seat and straight down the middle lane. Looking to clear out the racks in the middle.
Glyph is on cooldown. They're going to be able to claim this one, I believe.
They'll try and go for the vacuum wall combo, but they're straight out of it there, and that's the wall down, and not really doing much at all here for the side of Liquid. They'll land the stun and the Silver Edge hit onto the Bristle, bringing him down low. He'll get hooked away. Is it enough to save him? Mid on the evasion. Oh, no, the Wolves is trying to finish him off. The anti get him down there. We had the wrap around from Matuma. They've taken the Bristle out of the fight. They'll see if they can move on for more now. Miracle with the raises, gets Yapso, picks up a second. Secret are being forced out heavily here. They may have got the racks. See if MP can ensure that they can find the trade. They'll take Kuroki down. Losing 2 on Secret.
Fortune.
Oh, force them back there. But Liquid losing the racks. I think Secret won't mind too much because they did get that objective done. But definitely still hope for Liquid in a game that's incredibly close. 30 minutes in, only a 1.5k gold difference favoring Secret. By far the closest game that we've had today.
Yeah, one of the closer games for sure. And they've been really just running at each other heavily in this game, but now Matu getting that last hit onto mid one is pretty important for himself. He's able to finish up that Diffusal Blade very soon, and now Miracle's very close to that Bloodthorn, which will definitely help them try to go for those like pickoffs onto MP if his Linken's is broken.
BKB for Kezu now as well. Even easier for him to really cause havoc in the fights. He's now done for Lycan. So I mean, let's talk about this a bit more. So why do you feel he has gone for the defuse with this game? What's he looking at?
I think just to get the chase down.
Just the chase down.
I think this was the build on we saw in a couple of Lycans in Kiev as well. They went for like the Armlet Mask of Madness, and then they went for the Diffusal because naturally, you know, you want to have a Ghost Scepter versus Lycan for that one reason, but also just getting that chase down potential. I think just being able to run down the Maiden, run down the Bristleback, even removing the Solar Crest application of a couple heroes is pretty good if they used it on like defensively off somebody. Small little things adding up.
Secret. Yapso's got his priorities set there. Has his blink. And he's back toward duty now.
Kezu Yapsor. Kezu has now his BKB finished up on the Slardar.
That's good.
Can be able to easily go in and out of the fights to get multiple crushes off. Oh yeah, was the gem saved the last time around? I actually did not see. I guess they did save the gem. So mid one didn't have it when he did get brought down there. Now Puppy does have it. He's going to be delivering it soon.
Secret, of course, taking these objectives with no interruption at all from Liquid. A tier 1 on the bottom, a shrine as well, and possibly a tier 2 to top it all off, as Liquid will look to hold and wait for the fight to occur on the high ground at this stage, not wanting to take this one out of the base. Age is now gone. See what they can do with this. Diffusal finish for MP. Then Miracle getting himself out of there. So seeing if he could close the distance for a hook. Miracle a little too speedy on the escape. Bloodthorn is now complete. So again, if they can find the lockdown and allow Miracle to beat, and they can get these kills, but they do have a fair bit of disable. I mean, between Yapsor and Kezu, it's been very hard in these fights for Miracle to just sit there on the front lines and get the damage done.
He does have an absurd amount of burst damage, though.
I mean, Puppy could be in trouble.
He's got a lot of armor.
If you go on Puppy, the rest of Secret may come for you. They'll go on him. They will take him, but Secret are now potentially going to look to reinitiate onto this one. They're looking how they can go on it, but Kuro gets actually the quick jump, breaks the Lincolns and gets the Hex. The vacuum wall's there onto 2. Yapto trying to get the save out with the drag back. Miracle reps up the Requiem. They'll turn towards the Bristle. They'll get the silence onto him. They pick up a double. They'll take down mid one. MP now looking to retreat, but triple kill is there for Miracle. An incredible fight for Liquid there.
Man, this Bloodthorn, it's so good with the Silver Edge versus the Bristleback. Being able to make the Solar Crest completely useless, they all get True Strike on that target. It's actually so important to be able to just bring him down like that. Not to mention Kuroki's instant mana drain, breaking the Linkers into Hex onto MP.
That was instant.
Yeah.
I was like, my goodness, did he even have a Linkers? It was just, bam, he was Hexed.
Very nice fight taken by Liquid. Just Miracle, like just starting it out with that Silver Edge hit onto Puppey. Yeah. And then the Bloodthorn thrown onto Bristleback. KheZu wasn't able to find a good initiation, but he did use his BKB, so it is down to 9 now.
Okay. Back
to even.
Really, is this game an absolute treat to finish the day here at DreamLeague. Tower down, Liquid. Can they try and put some pressure on that hook? Actually grabbing mind control. Not that it matters, as they'll back away and respect this push from Liquid. Fortification forced out, mid one back in a couple of seconds. MP still down for 12. Another hook again, grabbing the Seer. See if they can, oh sorry, the Wolf actually, the Lion, good, off his way out. KheZu jumps in with a two-man crush, but Tumberman still gets himself away. The Crimson Guard from Microsoft certainly helping out. The Frostbite to catch him, they'll turn around. They'll get the vacuum and now they want to go back in, but Tumberman charges in straight away. Takes down KheZu with the Frostbite onto the Wolf. They try and force Tumberman out of there. He's actually going to get himself away. The Silver Edge and the Bloodthorn forcing mid one back, but it's a double kill for Yapzor. And now MP ready to go to work, looking for Miracle. Time lapse is back off the damage from the Requiem. Mind control, looking to chase down Puppey with the Iron Shot, but the Frostbite holds him back into the Dismember from Yapzor, and Secret will punish. Again, this time Liquid to be shut down with that push they tried to achieve in the middle lane. A lot of damage being done by Miracle, but it just wasn't enough at the end of the day. Lack of control for MP. And MP is just able to get himself around. The Requiem, it did a lot. With time lapse, it didn't matter.
That was like, Yapzor's hook right there was perfect. Like him being able to get Matu all the way into the back lines, it forced Liquid to kind of get into an awkward position and get turned around on.
And you see that as well. Liquid actually able to claim the gem.
Oh, they did get it back.
Yeah, they managed to get the courier across. KheZu actually, he's found a haste. Oh.
He knows it's there.
He knows. Can he find it?
That's Puppey's gem from earlier, so Liquid able to reclaim Puppey's gem. Are they going to be able to get away with it? KheZu's looking.
It's still coming across where there's a lot of Secrets members. I mean, KheZu and MP, very easy for that, or even Yapzor, he can jump on and chomp it. And, MP, careful with that courier.
And they've got it.
They got it back.
It's safe.
It's safe, it's good. So they will reclaim the gem, that's something. These fights, again, each one being about 3k gold swing. By all means, you know, one bad fight is not the end of the game for either side. We need to see a situation where one team is able to get a good fight into another good fight. Then it's going to become danger zone for the opponents. But as it stands, Liquid can then take the next one. Again, we'll be back to ground zero, and the game continues to move along at a very balanced pace.
Pretty scary though. I mean, this is like the old thing we used to talk about Pudge a lot.
Yeah.
One hook, one like repositioning of the fights can really mess up a team because they just all kind of like ran in to kind of save him, and then that's where MP shined. Even though KheZu was dead, their big initiator, their big lockdown for Secret, it was enough just to be able to mess Liquid's entire positioning of the team fight. But they are starting to get a couple more items. Yeah, Miracle almost finishing up. Oh wait, he's going for a Mask of Madness on.
Oh, is he?
He's got it in his quick buy.
He's queued it up.
And he buys it. He's just trying to go for sheer aggression and damage.
That is... Alright.
Gives him some sustain and stuff.
I'm interested to see how this pans out for him. The 38 minutes Mask of Madness SF.
I guess he feels if he's in the back lines and he's just like wailing on people, he should be able to just man fight anyone afterwards, as long as they aren't just able to fully collapse on him, as long as his team is alive.
It is potentially going to be a little harder for him to really lock down on one of the heroes with the Bloodthorn and the Break and such, because Puppey has got the Lotus Orb complete. So already, if you're not controlling Puppey, he is going to be able to do a lot in terms of saving a core from massive amounts of single target damage, removing that Bloodthorn and giving them a chance to rely again on the evasion from mid one Solar Crest.
Midon also finishing up the Shiva's Guard too, and I think that was what, an Ethereal Blade coming out for Pudge?
Yeah,
he's almost got it.
Very close, Yapzor.
That's going to be really nice to be able to get Miracle off of targets.
What's the Diffuser Blade charges like on Lycan? Is he had to?
I think he still has a good amount. He still has 6,
yeah.
But yeah, Matu is still though, definitely falling behind on the net worth. He's only 11,000, still sitting behind Kezu.
Oh, Smoke and Roche. Is this going to work for Liquid?
They bring it down really fast with the Mask of Madness.
And Secret are not in the right place. So just as we saw Secret do earlier, Liquid will be able to do the same. Oh, red everywhere.
The numbers.
Oh, the numbers.
I like that too. Mind Control backs up and he goes for Medallion himself, building into a Solar Crest on him.
Yep.
We're going to see lots of Solar Crests this game.
And that's the cheese as well, of course. Matuma Man, take that into his hands. BKB now for MP complete. So he has that BKB and the Lincolns to rely on. So Kuroki's life going to get even harder in these fights in terms of finding that lockdown. Can still obviously try and look for that instant blink mana drain hex to remove the Lincolns, but it's going to be even harder if MP's quick with the BKB. Gem, another one picked up for Secret. Another purchase made.
So let's see. Level-wise, we have Miracles now is level 25. MP is about to be level 25 for that super fast Shikuchi movement speed in the back lines. And everybody else is actually pretty under-leveled. Everyone else is like 19 or 18 or so. And mid-one's level 21, so he's still got a little bit of a ways away for his big level 25.
Still though, these wolves, once again, keep an eye on Secret. They kill the wolf, then they go for the smoke. There was that wall down, that might have actually clipped some of them, and the ping coming through. I think they know they're going to get the jump onto Matuma Man. How can Liquid react? Mind Control coming forward, gets the 3-man vacuum wall. Kuroki in with the stun. Miracle charges out the ref, but the BKB is already out from Secret. Kezu trying to move it onto Kuro, but he gets himself out of there with the Ghost Scepter. Mid-one focusing GH here on the sidelines. The freezing field from Puppy coming out. Matuma Man's out and down for 60 seconds. Liquid need kills in return. Force forward from Miracle. They'll take down Kezu, but MP, he finds the double. GH is down as well. They surround Miracle. Hex from Kuroki trying to hold them back, but Miracle's down. They pop the Aegis. Can they kill him a second time? MP a little low. Mind Control trying to come back in again. A 3-man vacuum. Kuroki with the finger and the physical right clicks brings down Yapzor. Miracle still being chased here by Mid-1 and Puppy. MP's coming across as well. No way the Miracle plays his way out of this one, and Secret bring down the Shadow Fiend. Kuroki very fortunate to get himself out, but the rest of his team not so much. They may have killed two, but they themselves, they lose Matuma Man and they lose Miracle. And that was the fight with Cheese and Aegis being burnt through by Liquid. So Secret feeling good.
So squishy in these fights. Even though he gets the Cheese off, he gets relocated back, he gets brought down in no time from the Desolator, from all the minus armor applied from Secret. It's pretty much Shadow Fiend doing majority of the damage on the side of Liquid now.
They've got to rely on keeping that SF safe. Jump forward, Kuro, quick with the break. The Lincolns, we're going to see the ult from Matuma Man as he's ready to chase in. Looking for the squishier backliners first. But the root's there, the Frostbite holds back the Lycan. He'll now continue to try and run at the targets, but he just can't. He doesn't have the damage or the control. He himself now down to half health. Backs up, 45 seconds still without Miracle. Mind Control again, looking to lead forward, but Kezu instantly in with a crush, burns down the Lion. There'll be a buyback from Miracle as he realizes they've got to hold in this fight. Looking towards MP, but again, he just Shikuchi's back out. Keeps himself away. Miracle getting the touch onto the bristle, but another jump pick. Kezu comes in with the BKB. Miracle's going to go out and down. It's a die back on the SF. Chase forward onto Mind Control as Kezu shoves himself forward. Lands another crush. Mind Control trying to get himself out of there. GH will keep him alive, but Secret, they're in position to potentially even die at the fountain here. They'll play it safe though. They'll force them to relocate back out, turn their attention towards the top tier 3. No Miracle for 90 seconds. Matuma Man has the ult ready again. Can Liquid do anything to stop this without the SF? 3-man, vacuum into the 2-man stun. Finger as well, bring the down low, but Kezu again, there with the counter initiation. Crush straight in onto Matuma. Puppy with a freezing field, straight down the doggy dog's throat. And that's 2 out, 3 out as Kuroki scopped as well. Kezu's in with the crush onto GH. Frostbite to follow through. He'll try and tether himself away, but it's all too much for Liquid as they tap out. And Secret will be able to bring the series to a draw, getting that kill in return. They managed to do it. They said, we're not going to ban the IO, we're not going to ban the Lycan, we're going to find a solution, and they did.
Very nicely executed fights by Secret. I mean, it was very back and forth this series, but that one high ground mistake kind of from Liquid getting hooked out and then all of them trying to like running in, that one really hurt them. And then about him just being up here and getting sacks. Obviously, they don't want him to die, but Kuroki's just like, I'm just going to pull a double wave, try to get as much experience as possible. We're going to keep our Darkseer in a 1v1 versus Slardar because it's a favorable matchup, and we're going to be stacking from GH so that Miracle pulls further and further ahead.
Yeah, so this mid lane matchup, this hard again for mid one to kind of get it off the ground, but I guess unlike the puck game, he shouldn't die in this, should he?
He shouldn't die, yeah. He's going to be able to. He's going to struggle though once his mana does start to tick down. However, he does have his bottle already finished up, so as long as they can rune control better this time around versus the Wisp, it'll definitely help the Secret a lot more.
Down on this bottom lane, Kezu having a really good time, in fact, against the Dogs at the moment. Pretty much, yeah, the same CS between them. So dealing very well with the Iron Shell spam and mind control at the moment, low on mana. So Kezu certainly is going to be the one coming out on top of this early laning. Already forcing mind control back to shrine up.
Yeah, mind control started with the Iron Talon, and Kezu started with straight up 1v1 items. He had the Stout Shield, double regen Mango, so he's able to sustain pretty well under that Iron Shell. And mind control is, like you said, out of mana very early because he doesn't have any type of regen.
Absol. Yeah, but Matuma does have that hook. See how Matuma plays with the walls. Almost certainly, yeah, as we can see, I think, yeah, he's keeping them in between himself and the tree line, making it very hard for YapzOr to get an angle onto him. The dive comes through. They'll look to just take down one of the walls and look to follow through for more. Matuma, he may need TPs in here. See, well, Kuroki, his presence looks to be potentially enough. Puppey goes for the hook, and YapzOr grabs it. We'll bring back Matuma. Still maintaining the lead here against mid one. NCS in at the moment.
Has to be expected as a Bristleback. Mid one's still doing pretty well, getting that decent amount of CS. He's got the cloak finished up now too. He's going to go back and pick that one up. A little bit less damage from those raises.
And this is certainly something that I think Secret will be not too happy with. The fact that on this top lane, as you mentioned, Matuma was still having a great time, and he's actually is beating MP at the moment in terms of farm. Despite this aggressive lane being chosen by Secret, a kill would certainly switch around. YapzOr seeing if he can find the angle, and he does. Gets Matuma back up, but straight away with the ultimate, Matuma looks to get himself out of there.
Hey, I like how he gives him the extra little one right click onto Yap, so he's you hook me.
Good escape though. Lane mid one. Moving on to Miracle. Trying to get the stacks back up. Miracle does have those 11-1 charges. Very, very hard for Bristol to find that opportunity to push him over the edge and outplay him.
Yeah, the shrine ready. 3-man shrine.
Top lane. Yep, Kuro will be hooked back. MP wrapping around. Oh no, no, he doesn't. Oh, if he got away, that would have been sweet. That little stun across the tree line to stop MP.
That would have been crazy.
But he doesn't make it out, Kuro. They do get him. MP with the kill can get some pressure put on that tier 1 tower on the top lane now as well.
Ooh, every rune spawning top. Mid one getting another one for himself. DD this time around. They're trying to give GH some levels in the mid lane. Both Matu and Miracle both just resort to the jungle for the time being.
GH tethering back just in the nick of time there as mid one was ready. Set sort of there from Puppey's Frostbite.
MP's in an awkward spot.
And bottom lane, Kezu. I mean, this man is having such a great lane. He's nearly killing mind control. He has a Mango and another Crush. We'll see if he wants to try and play for it. He's going to do it. Oh no! Doesn't get it though. Doesn't get. That would have been huge for Kezu.
Kuroki gets hooked up top.
And this will certainly be a deadline here as they chase him past the tree line. Second kill for Secret. I mean, this top lane and the bottom lane considered. I mean, the mid lane CS, how we're looking, mid one is falling behind, but the side lanes very much going Secret's way here in the early game.
Yeah, I'm surprised how well it's actually going for Kezu bottom.
Yeah,
I mean, it is because of the item decision from mind control, starting out with that Iron Talon, not having the quicker Soul Ring coming out, so Kezu just able to sustain pretty well. He also has the CM aura, so he's able to throw some more extra crushes out. All these little things adding up for him. Miracle, though, having a pretty good time in the mid lane. Like you said, mid one is falling a little bit behind, but he does have stacks to back up on. But this game already, you can see. Oh, does he get it? Oh, he actually does. He's able to bottle.
Oh, he got it. That must have been the last millisecond.
That was very close. But already, Secret's making an adjustment this game too. Corrupt Puppey is making sure that he checks every single 2-minute rune. The last game, they really let GH just control the runes way too hard. So I'm liking that adjustment as well from Secret.
Certainly switching things up. The back of game one, and so far so good for Secret.
Matu's still getting a good amount of last hits up here though. He's 17-0, 18-0 now, just using the Wolves and that extra regen he gets from Feral Impulse to walk up and get a couple. Not too bad for the
Radiant's
Lycan, even though they
bottom
did
tower
get
is under attack.
kills already.
Still there, making it hard for Secret to make a go top. Yapzor, Crankle's complete, and ready to see if he can make some funky plays around the middle lane.
You might be able to get Miracle here.
Yeah, Miracle. The hook lands, and it certainly does. That is going to be a dead S7. Unless he gets away with this quick TP plan. Oh, he does! Oh, great sense of mind there for Miracle to just immediately TP out, and he keeps himself alive, Fogged. What an escape!
He used the stick shot. He didn't use his fairy fire before TPing, though, so I got a little bit worried. He just used the stick, but now Puppey now top, getting gone on.
Don't have mana for the further stun. The Frostbite to hold back the Lycan, but the walls themselves move forward for the kill. MP thinking about turning it around, but with GH's presence, will force MP to think twice. That mid lane escape.
I can't believe Miracle still like that. That was such incredible presence of mind to instantly TP.
Just Miracle things. Bottom lane. Continue to just be a straight trader farm. Kezu and mind control. Again, even CS at 6 minutes here.
Yeah, mind control able to pull ahead. Start to be able to pull a little bit ahead though in a bit, just because playing versus melee heroes, they can't break your clarity. So he's able to just keep his clarity on, and he does have that soul ring finished up. And once the Ion Shell starts getting more levels, it becomes very hard for Slaughter to farm well under that. How many stacks do they have for Miracle? They have a 2 double stacks. GH only was able to grab that during his movements.
Mid lane, Miracle to end this amazing streak that Liquid are already having today. But I feel already Secret a much better lineup to tackle Liquid than they had in game 1.
Yeah, I mean, they've got MP on a very comfort hero, a hero that doesn't need a crazy amount of items to be able to get involved and fight. And it's, Weaver versus very small amount of lockdown. However, the 5-man group potential, you look at Secrets and then you compare it to Liquids, and Liquids just looks a little bit stronger if they do get online early.
We're going to see Secret heading over to contest this rune, and Matuma and Kuroki not to take any chances. They will let that go the way of Secret, so Secret securing themselves 3 of the 4 bounty runes.
So they do the aggro, though. Yep. I kind of figured that they would go for this. I think every time they've actually picked MP on Weaver, they've gone for an aggro duel or aggro kind of tri-lane to pressure the enemy and put Kezu in a better 1v1, because Slardar, he struggles really hard if he doesn't come out of the lane in a good way.
Do you think we'll see Liquid respond to this and switch the lanes around, or will they just keep it as it is?
I think they'll probably just keep it as is. That's what they did last time, even for Matu. They kind of sacked him a bit and just played around the other 2 lanes.
Matu does have to be very careful.
Careful though.
Yeah, he could be first blooded if they get the opening with Puppey.
They're probably like, wait for him to go for the first last hit.
And there we have it. Matuma Man's heading pretty deep down. They are going to go and try and make an attempt on this, and with a frostbite into the rock, body blocks from Yapzor. This certainly looks to be your first blood, and it will even go the way of Puppey. He says, I'm having that one. I started it, I set it up, I'll finish it off. First blood on this top lane. The Matuma Man will come straight back to it, but this is not going to be easy for the Lycans to start with.
Yeah. They're already like straight sacking him though. Like the fact that even TP's up there and no one even makes any type of movement response, they're like Liquid's okay with this.